So now...
Where'd those guys come from?
Oh,
Hanging
they're
out with
just
our
off screen. We're just going to go somewhere else. We're going to go to Nashkel. Do you guys remember this place?
Nashkel.
Sounds like there's some sort of underground thing involved.
We're going to recruit some new people. Well, a new person. We wanted a nice beefy guy, so we're going to get ourselves a conjurer.
Okay, good. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, Edwin. Everybody's favorite whatever. So
Does he conjure skeletal armies?
he probably can.
Giant
I'm
beasties?
pretty sure I just murder him for his experience or something every time.
Well,
Can't you do that with him?
probably. He's got some special things to say to Zan. Apparently Zan pisses everybody off.
Man, they're really going at it right away.
Well, I'm also forcing them to talk.
Whatever you need.
But this is actually kind of surprising. When we make Alora talk to him.
Smile more often, Edwin. It looks good on you.
Her company is refreshing. I am surprised.
They actually get along.
Well, everyone.
Aren't they both evil?
No, she's like chaotic good or something. She just loves everybody except Zan, I
No
guess.
fault with one eye.
Because she says Zan is a
Smile more
mean
often,
man.
Edwin. It looks
And Zan's
good
like,
on
what the
you.
hell ever.
Her company is
I don't
refreshing.
care.
I am surprised I find it so.
Well, everyone is basically
So
decent.
yeah,
Once you
that's
get
a
to
surprising
regular
twist.
basis.
I was genuinely surprised when they got along. I was like, oh wow, that's weird. But
Again, if I must.
we already leveled him up, but we need to gear him up. But before we do that, we're actually going to have a special side quest for Zan. Do you guys remember what was over here in the graveyard?
Ghosts.
Bodies?
Nope.
Fire?
Fire.
Ghosts.
So we're gonna give Zan some high resistances to things.
Why are you sending him in on his own?
Oh, this is great! Don't you watch this? He's got a sword that grants him some extra fire resistance. So he's got fire and electricity resistance above 100, which means they will both heal him. And this guy, we click on the tomb and he's like, "Hey, don't do that again, or I'll attack you." This I don't know if this will be familiar right away, but then he does. Oh, right, I forgot to add my other items here. He's like, Phoenix Guards! But the cool thing about Phoenix Guards is when they die, they explode in a fireball, which will heal us. and each one actually explodes in 2 fireballs, so it heals us twice. And the guy in the back likes to cast electricity, which will heal us. So we can actually do pretty well, just on our
Too
own.
bad he's still sleepy.
Well, I mean, imagine if he wasn't sleepy. Imagine how good he'd be doing if he was wide awake.
Too bad we'll never find out.
And then the mage runs out of spells, so he's just attacking us with his fists. So eventually we can, because we have protection from crushing damage as well.
Just two mages bashing at each other.
Yeah.
Slapping, and it's just a slap fight.
Well, no, Zan has proficiency with longsword. He's actually doing great, and we get
Oh, okay.
60 gold
Wow.
for our trouble.
Crank it
Yeah,
up, fucker.
with the proper resistances, that's actually not a bad fight. And we picked up some winter wolf pelts when we were on the ice island, so we're gonna sell them, and then we're gonna sleep.
Money.
And then we're gonna gear up Edwin, including some awesome armor and a belt. And the reason I decided to do this was because in Baldur's Gate 2, there's a thing when you play with Edwin, he gets cursed and turned into a woman, so I thought it was
Again, you
appropriate.
disturb me.
But
You
he still
are
has his
so
normal voice.
irritating. What is it now?
So I
Again,
thought I
if
would just
must.
see what his lines were.
You are, if I must. What is it? Again, you are. What
He's
is it?
annoyed all
Again,
the
you
time,
you are.
forever.
What is it now? Again, you are so.
I mean, you would be too if
Do
you
not
were
understand
cursed.
this mouse magic that makes me do your bidding.
Well, this is even if he's not cursed. This has nothing to do with the fact that he is
Give
a lady
me
now.
2,000 years and a pointy hat, and I'll kick his arse. Please don't disturb me while I plot to overthrow you. They continue under the delusion that I care at all.
And then while I was at it, I was like, well, what about
What is it this
Nira?
time?
We haven't
You
heard
rang?
her special
What is it this time? You rang?
quotes.
What is you? What is it this you?
But she's an expansion character, so she doesn't actually have any.
You rang? What you? What you?
She should have double.
You would think.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't account for that. As far as I know, the expansion characters don't have, like, click on me again and I'll blah, 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 blah. But we're in a new area. This is the Spiderwood.
Is it full of spiders?
Not full. But there's another... see, Edwin is a red mage, and there's another red mage just kicking around up here.
Are they friends?
They are. He's like, you better do that thing you were supposed to do. And then I was like, well, what happens if you come here and you don't have Edwin?
Okay, loud and clear. I understand, old man.
You get into a fight, because no matter what you say to these people, they will attack me first. They attacked me first. Blah, blah, blah. We're getting tired of hearing me say that at this point. But they are just wizards, so they're fairly squishy.
Pretty squishy.
Yeah. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. There's actually not a whole lot in here, aside from that one encounter with that man. There's this guy who wants us to retrieve a scroll.
A particular scroll, or just...
Well, he'll know it when he sees it, I guess.
There's the spiders.
Yep, there's the spiders from the Spiderwood. Here's the...
famous spider with
The two of them.
Yep. And that
Spiderwoods.
Ettercap that we
Spider
killed
balls.
earlier is the one that had the scroll we wanted, so we just pick it up and go back to the man.
What
He's
you
like,
want?
here's your scroll. And he's like, keep it.
Why did we kill all those
I don't
people?
know. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why it happened that way. It was just... Anyway.